Okay. I think this conference was very successful, according to what to the presentations, to the presentation I've assisted to. It's exceptional, and I wanted to do something serious as a wrap-up and conclusions, but I think we are at the end, and we should end up with something funny more than something serious. So you have seen what it's behind me several times, and let me just show you one picture there, one figure. On the top you will see what it was forecast in the Blue Book in 2005, and down in the bottom panel you see the measurements and the model, the six parameter models fitting very well all the points. So it means that the instruments which was delivered to ESA were, and the satellite itself worked very well, exceptionally well. And let me just, since it was evocated several times, let me just go to the social aspects of physics. During these 20 years as API, I had the pleasure to work with many people, hundreds of people, hundreds of scientists, engineers from ESA, from private companies, from scientific institutes, from universities, and I got friendship with a number of them. Of course, there were also fluctuations. I mean, in every statistics. So sometimes I think Jean-Loup and Jan, we were wishing to have done some study in psychology, but it was everything was solved, always solved, really solved. But I have the impression that during these 20 years, physics and cosmology is not only social science, but it's also an emotional science, in the sense that I can probably have something like a dictionary of emotions which I had to go through together with my friends in the science team during these 20 years. And if somebody asked me which was the most emotional event which was striking you, I mean, I should have answered when, for instance, when in 1996, just after the selection of WMAP, Planck was selected, or the launch. The launch was an exceptional emotional event. But I remember, and very few, probably some of you remember, that at the end of July 2009, I was on my first day of the holidays, sitting on my sailing boat, smoking a cigar. I was smoking and drinking a glass of wine, good wine. I received a call from Mock, which was saying, I'm sorry, we are sorry, but the 4K cooler stopped working. And there was no redundancy. That was the only element in the complex cryogenic system of Planck, which had no redundancy. So my holidays were screwed up completely. And eventually we decided, actually Jean-Loup was not reachable because he was sailing too, but he was in the Caribbean. He was not, he had his telephone off. So we had to make a decision, and the decision was, let's try to switch it on. And it worked. And since then nothing was not working Planck since the July 2009. So this was my most emotional event, which ruined my personal holidays. But I think it was worth, in the sense that at the end the exhaustion cooler is working, the 4K cooler is working, the LFI is working, and so forth and so on, as you know. So we are at the end of this conference. I think being the last, I have the duty to You're the last. The same, being the last of the PIs, sorry then, being the last of the PIs, I have the duty to thank Jan for the organization and Isa for the organization of this exceptional meeting. Thank you very much. I think, and all the people which had to do with it. Okay, I think we should see each other next year because time is short, the data are numerous, and the quantity of work is immense. Thank you very much.